You think you know your cat, right? But what if I told you they've been trying to talk to you all day, every day, and you've been missing most of the conversation? And nope, I'm not talking about meows. I'm talking about a secret silent language hidden in the smallest movements. It's in the twitch of a tail, the slow blink of their eyes, even the way their whiskers are pointing. Most of us are completely oblivious to this constant stream of information. We think we've got our cats figured out, but we're really only hearing half of what they're saying. So we're about to decode the 12 secret messages your cat sends you on the daily. By the end of this, you're not just going to be a cat owner, you're going to be fluent in feline. You'll finally understand the subtle cues you've been overlooking, and honestly, it could change your relationship with your pet forever. Get ready to become a legit cat whisperer. The slow blink, the ultimate sign of trust. First up, one of the most beautiful signals that's so easy to miss, the slow blink. You'll see your cat looking at you from across the room. Their gaze is soft, and then they slowly, deliberately close and open their eyes. This isn't your cat being sleepy. It's a profound expression of trust and affection, often called a cat kiss. In the wild, closing your eyes around another animal is a huge vulnerability. So when your cat slow blinks at you, they're saying, I see you as a source of comfort, not a threat. They feel so safe with you, they're willing to completely let their guard down. The best part? You can do it back. Next time you get a slow blink, just soften your own gaze and slowly blink back. It's a powerful way to say, I love and trust you too, in their own language. Tail position, the mood barometer. Think of your cat's tail as their mood ring. It's one of the most expressive parts of their body. When your cat strolls toward you with their tail held high, maybe with a little question mark curve at the tip, it means they're happy, confident, and glad to see you. That's a green light for interaction. Now, if that tail is held low or tucked between their legs, that's a sign of fear or anxiety. Something is making them feel insecure. A tail that's puffed up to twice its normal size is a dead giveaway for fear or aggression. Your cat is trying to look bigger to scare off a threat. And finally, a tail that's whipping back and forth isn't a happy wag. It's a warning sign of agitation. It means, I'm getting overstimulated, so please back off. Ear movements. The emotional radar. A cat's ears are like little furry satellite dishes, and with 32 muscles in each, they're constantly swiveling to broadcast their feelings. When their ears are facing forward and just slightly tilted, your cat is feeling relaxed, curious, and content. If their ears go straight up, they're on high alert. Something has captured their complete attention. But when you see the ears flatten out to the sides, it means your cat is getting annoyed or feels threatened. And if those ears go completely flat against their head, that's an unmistakable signal of serious fear or aggression. They're getting ready to either fight or flee, and are protecting their ears from potential damage. Puffed up fur and arched back. The I'm scared. Alarm. This is the classic Halloween cat pose, and it's one of the most dramatic signals in their playbook. When a cat arches its back and every single hair stands on end, they are trying with all their might to look bigger and more intimidating to whatever has scared them. This posture is almost always driven by fear. It's a survival instinct meant to warn off a potential enemy in the hopes of avoiding a real fight. You might see it when they're surprised by a dog, or even when a kitten is practicing its play-fighting moves. The best thing you can do is remove the threat, not try to pet them. Just give them room to calm down. Crouching low. Feeling threatened or in pain? When a cat crouches low to the ground, pulling their body in tight, it's often a sign of fear or insecurity. By making themselves smaller, they're trying to go unnoticed. It's a defensive posture you might see when a new person comes over or during a loud, unexpected noise. But crouching can also be a major red flag that your cat is in physical pain. Things like arthritis or an internal injury can make it hurt to stand, so they'll stay low to minimize the discomfort. So how do you tell the difference? Context is key. But if it's a new and persistent behavior, especially in an older cat, it's time for a vet visit to rule out any health problems. Whisker position. Hidden emotional clues. Your cat's whiskers are so much more than a facial flair. They are finely tuned sensors that also give you a peek into their mood. When your cat is relaxed, their whiskers will be in a neutral position, fanned out gently to the sides. Watch what happens when they get curious or are hunting a toy. Their whiskers will shift forward, spreading out to gather more information about their target. On the flip side, when a cat is scared or stressed, they'll pull their whiskers back flat against their cheeks. It's partly a protective reflex, but it's also a clear signal that they're uncomfortable. It's one of the most subtle cues, but learning to read their whiskers is like having a direct window into their emotional state. The side roll and exposed belly, a sign of trust. That moment when a cat flops over and shows you their belly, it melts your heart for a reason. This is the ultimate gesture of trust. A cat's stomach is its most vulnerable spot, protecting all its vital organs. By exposing it, your cat is saying, "I feel completely safe with you." But here's the trap that almost everyone falls into. An exposed belly is not always an invitation for a belly rub. For many cats, it's just a look don't touch sign of trust. Rushing in to rub that sensitive area can feel like a violation, leading to a reflexive kick or nip. The message is, "I trust you," and often the best response is just to talk to them softly and appreciate the massive compliment. Direct stare versus slow blink. A crucial distinction. We've covered the loving slow blink, but what about its polar opposite, the hard, unblinking stare? In the cat world, a direct, sustained stare is often a challenge or a sign of dominance. It's how cats intimidate each other to establish territory. If a cat you don't know is staring you down with narrow pupils, the worst thing you can do is stare back, as that can be seen as an aggressive challenge. The better move? De-escalate the situation by breaking eye contact and offering a few slow blinks. This signals that you come in peace and are not a threat. Knowing the difference between a soft gaze and a hard stare is key to interacting with cats safely and respectfully. Body blocking, subtle dominance and control. Ever been walking and your cat suddenly decides the perfect place to nap is directly in your path? Or on your keyboard while you're trying to work? This isn't just them being a cute roadblock. It's a subtle behavior called body blocking. It's a cat's way of controlling a space or asserting their importance. By plopping down in a strategic spot, they're managing your movement. It can be a way of saying, "This is my space," or "Pay attention to me." Dilated pupils, more than just low light. A cat's pupils can give you an instant read on their emotional state. Of course, they get huge in low light to help them see better. But what about in broad daylight? Widely dilated pupils can mean high emotional arousal. This could be pure excitement during a wild play session, when they're in pounce mode and need to absorb every detail. However, it can also be a clear sign of fear, anxiety, or pain. The fight or flight response triggers pupil dilation to better assess threats. The trick is to look at the rest of their body language. If they're relaxed and playing, it's excitement. If they're crouched with their ears back, it's fear. Displacement. Behaviors, hidden stress signals. Sometimes a cat signals seem to come out of nowhere. These are called displacement behaviors. Ever see your cat start frantically grooming the second a guest walks in, or yawn when they're clearly not tired. These can be signs of stress or uncertainty. When a cat is in a situation they don't know how to handle, they perform a normal but out of context behavior to calm themselves down. Recognizing these subtle actions as signs of low-level anxiety can help you figure out what's stressing your cat out. Purring. Not always a sign of happiness. All right, this last one might be the biggest surprise of all. We're taught that a purr means a happy cat. And while cats definitely purr when they're content, they also purr to self-soothe when they're scared, in pain, or stressed out. You may have noticed your cat purring at the vet's office. It's not because they're having a good time. They are using the low-frequency vibration of their purr to literally calm themselves down. Research even suggests these vibrations can help promote healing. So while a purr from a cat snoozing in a sunbeam is pure bliss, a purr from a cat who is hiding or seems unwell could be a sign that they need comfort. Paying attention to these signals is the key to understanding what your cat needs and building a much deeper, more trusting bond. Which of these signals surprised you the most? Do you have a story about a time you finally figured out what your cat was trying to tell you? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing your stories. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more feline secrets. Conclusion. Your cat is always communicating with a rich, complex language. They aren't nearly as mysterious as we think. We just need to learn how to listen with our eyes. Now that you know what to look for, you can go from being just a pet owner to being your cat's most trusted confidant. Thanks for watching, and go give your cat a slow blink from us.